Hi, welcome back. I'm Jonathan Fisher, a clinical cardiologist and mindfulness meditation teacher, and today I wanted to guide you through a brief 10-minute meditation on working with difficult emotions. Emotions comes from the Latin word e movere, which literally means to move or to move us. And we know from evolutionary psychology that emotions are here to guide us into action. The word motivation has the same root. And so emotions are there to motivate us. The challenge is that emotions evolved over millions of years. And the threats that existed millions of years ago, like saber-toothed tigers, don't exist anymore. And yet the same wiring in our nervous system gets us ready to either run away or to fight or freeze with minor stresses today as if it's life-threatening catastrophe. And so part of the practice that we'll do today is calming that response and working with whatever emotions come with a little bit more objectivity, calm, curiosity. So find a comfortable position, resting your feet flat on the floor, hands resting on the thighs, either face down or face up. Spine is upright and relaxed. And we begin by taking a few deep breaths into the nose, filling up the belly, and blowing it out slowly through the mouth, all the way out. Again, deep breath in through the nose. And as we breathe out slowly, letting the eyes gently close or just gaze softly at the ground, and letting the breath return to a more natural pace in and out through the nostrils. And we ground ourselves here, feeling the sensations of the feet on the ground, noticing any points of pressure on the balls of the feet or the heels, noticing the thighs supported by the chair, and feeling the pull of gravity. Feeling into the body right now. And shifting your attention to the shoulders, noticing any tension and just softening. Checking in with the space between the eyes, where we hold tightness and softening there. Relaxing the jaw. And letting the belly be soft right now. Just letting the body breathe as the body already knows how to do. In and out through the nostrils. Checking in right now with any sensations in the body. Any areas of comfort or discomfort. Just scanning from head to toe slowly. Checking in with the head and the scalp, shoulders and the chest, the belly and the hips and the thighs. Not telling any stories about the feelings that are there, just noticing how the body feels right now. And I'll invite you to bring to mind a challenging situation that happened in the last day or two. Something frustrating or difficult. And don't make it too hard. Not a 10 out of 10 on the Richter scale. More like a 5 or a 6, something that's mild or moderately difficult. And bring to mind the people that were there or the situation very clearly in your mind's eye. Hearing any sounds, smelling any smells, starting to notice any shifts in energy in the body, and what it feels like right now. And I'll guide you through a 4-step process of working with whatever difficult or challenging emotions are there. And the first step is to say the name of the feeling or emotion. By naming it, we can begin to tame it. So perhaps you're feeling sadness or anger or frustration. Just give it a word silently in your mind. We know that when we label emotions, we begin to deactivate the amygdala or fear center that hijacks the brain and shift our attention into the frontal cortex, the language centers of the brain, which bring us back online so we can later choose how we respond to our emotions. And the next step is acceptance. Can we just accept whatever difficulty we're facing right now without pushing it away, running away from it, rejecting it, or getting carried away? Can we just be okay with whatever feelings are there right now? Almost welcoming them, knowing that we can't change how things are in this moment, but we can choose to accept. And the third step is feeling. I'll invite you to feel into the body right now, feeling the sensations in the brow or the jaw, any tightness in the neck or shoulders, any squeezing or pressure in the chest. Noticing any tension in the hands or the belly, just scanning the body and starting to feel into the emotions without telling stories about them, without predicting the future. And every time you notice the mind starting to tell stories about what will happen or what already happened, just checking back in with the pure awareness of sensations, with curiosity and a little bit of kindness. And the fourth step is embracing. Can we embrace ourselves with kindness in this moment of difficulty? Give ourselves some self-compassion. Maybe, if you like, putting one or two hands on the chest or giving yourself a gentle hug or squeeze. Acknowledging that this is really hard. Instead of beating ourselves up or judging ourselves for having these emotions, what if we could just let them be and be gentle with ourselves? Imagine yourself as a small child, having the same difficulty, the same emotion, and coming to you for help. What would you do? What would you say? How would you talk to that child? And whatever words or thoughts or tone of voice come to mind, maybe even now turning that onto yourself. First telling yourself something like, "This is really hard. This is difficult." Bringing awareness. And then, importantly, remembering that you're not alone. That fear and loneliness makes things more challenging. Just telling yourself, you're not alone in this. In the whole history of the world, millions of people have felt this way, and millions do today, and millions will in the future. You are not alone. And even embracing yourself a little bit more and asking if you can just be a little bit kinder to yourself during this moment of challenge. Giving yourself some patience and some love. Nurturing yourself. And letting your hands return to your thighs. Noticing any shifts in the body. Noticing the emotional weather inside right now. And what happens when we bring awareness, acceptance, and compassion to challenging moments? In these last 30 seconds, just feeling and savoring any shifts that you've noticed. Letting the benefits of the practice sink in. As we literally are rewiring our minds and our hearts to work more skillfully with difficult emotions. Returning now to the feet on the floor and feeling the thighs on the chair, noticing the shoulders and the hands and the belly. And congratulating yourself for this moment of self-care and thinking how life and how those around you might benefit from a little bit more practice and a little more self-compassion. Letting your eyes gently open when it feels ready. Thank you for joining me today. I look forward to seeing you next time. Be kind to yourself and to each other.